Would you like to come out today? Oh, yes, please, said Edward. So they lit his fire, made lots of steam, and Edward puffed away.
He was stuck down on his branch line. The big station was once again answered by Shunter. The big engines were annoyed, but decided it was best just to wait for the Thacker's roller to find another engine. This didn't stop James from voicing his opinion to his crew. "It's disgusting," he said. "I've been back from one journey and barely have time to relax before the next begins. We big engines have big knives, and the Thacker control doesn't realise that." Oh! A blue American engine rolled up beside James. "Better watch yourself, bud, before you cause an accident." Luckily, I just arrived. "Who are you?" "My name's Rosie. I'm the new Shunter. Can't say the chat, I've got a yard to sort. See ya." And with a wheesh of steam, Rosie left, leaving James speechless. Bet you weren't expecting to see this gal on the series anytime soon. I like Rosie. She really makes so much sense when you think about it. She's a female S-100 because during the Second World War, when the S-100s were sent over, mostly women were working on the railways. Not saying that all locals need a reason to be female, it just fits Rosie a lot. Unlike my other customs featured on this series, all the Wood and Rosie really needed was a repaint. The livery is essentially a combination of the BR green livery and the livery the one on the Worth Valley wears. Of course, with blue instead of green/brown. Basically, black with blue bits. I took off her wheels and replaced them with blue ones from a Thomas. Then I painted the body black and the wheels a darker blue. Now, since blue was used for the accent color, I'd have to paint it on. But obviously I'd want to use the same IWR blue I used for the wheels. So I tried something different. I cut out some thin pieces of card, sprayed them, and stuck them on the body. It's not the best, as the glue is kind of visible and they aren't completely flush with the side, but I think it looks good. Another thing I had to do differently was the cab windows and doors. Typically I'd use black paint markers to paint these, but the thing was already completely black. So I used gray paint instead, and a lot of masking tape. I've had trouble with masking tape in the past, but this Tamiya tape worked really well. I only had to make like 7 corrections with a paint pen. Highly recommended. I also used the gray paint to make it look like she didn't have a running board, as the real S100s don't. After that, I painted up the face of it, added the buffer beams, and she was done. Now, you may notice that she's not got a number. This is because I, don't know how I want to make it yet. But this is probably a good thing, because I'm still making my list of NWR engines and the numbers of locals are constantly changing. Eventually, I also want to get a better face for her. Despite this, I think she turned out better than James. Not to toot my own horn, so to speak, but I think I get better every time with these. Until next time, this is EdwardsDayOut, signing off.